So down here is my, I guess, primary computer. Over here. This, of course, was the cheapest possible computer build back when I put it together. I put it together a long time ago, and it's been running just fine. But when I set it up, the intention was for it to be a Linux testing machine. And since I'm using it as a main machine now, I have found some very serious limitations with the version of Linux I'm running, which is Ubuntu MATE. And so, even though it's 1 o'clock in the morning on a work night, I am going to reinstall the operating system completely. In the process, I'm also going to add a card reader, because having a card reader would be nice. And I'm going to change the backup drive, because if I ever want to go back to this, it would be nice to keep the backup around. So, I gotta find another hard drive to put in here. That's not too difficult. I've got only 1 million of them sitting around. And I've already prepared my new disk. I was hoping to be able to wait until Linux Mint 23 came out, but it's looking like that's not going to be the case. This is just too broken. So, I've got to remember what I need to have installed. I've already backed up my, what is this? I've backed up my home folder. And really the only things that I need are FreeRDP and also, oh, what's that called? FreeRDP and VLC. I think other than that, we should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it off. And I'll pull it out and install the new hardware. Well, that was mildly stupid. I had to pull the optical drive out just so I could install, or just so I could pull the faceplate out. But I've got the card reader in place now. And that shouldn't be going anywhere. So now I gotta put the optical drive back and change out the hard drive. I'm gonna go ahead and change it in favor of a, I mean, this really isn't even sitting in here. Look at that. Oh, wow. I think what I might do, I don't know if I've got screws for that, though. But this does have the SSD mount at the top. I'm wondering if I could just use that. Probably be better if I just used that. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Okay, I've got it completely reinstalled. Let's see if we can do this. Or if it's going to fight me every step of the way. Oh, that's the flasher utility. I don't want that. Crap. Control-Alt-Delete. F9 is the key I want to hit on this BioStar motherboard. I need... well, the USB is not even showing up. That's creative. Okay, that's weird. Apparently it was that UEFI_OS option that wasn't labeled. So we'll see how this goes. See if this is going to work or if it's going to fight me every step of the way. Because it knows that it's probably about 1:30 at this point on a work night, and it knows that I should be in bed, and I'm working on this anyway, and it wants to punish for such things. Alright, let's see here. Will we get a desktop? I have an arrow. I can move the mouse. I changed it over to a USB 2.0 port. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Not that I think it matters. It's a 3.0 thing anyway, so. Alright, so I've already made up my mind. So we'll go ahead and we'll launch the installer. Okay, continue. Continue. I mean, this is a pretty basic setup. Sure, install the multimedia codecs, why not? In fact, I probably need them anyway, and I might as well install them on this. Alright. So I don't want to install alongside. I'm going to erase the disk and install. The entire disk is going to be used, correct? We'll continue on that. That's correct. And then I'll put all this information in. Alright, here we go. Restart now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the USB stick. BioStar. Okay, that was a little bit of an interesting moment there. There it is, Linux Mint. So far, so good. Yep, the video is working. Welcome to Linux Mint. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, there's a couple of things that I'm going to have to do on here first. Number one, I gotta get the disks set up. Let me see if I can do that. Where's the disk manager on this thing? So this, I need to format it. Sure. Erase it. Gotta enter password, of course. Okay, make a new partition. Volume name should be backup. We'll call it backup X4 is fine. We'll create it. It'll make it. The disk has no reported bad sectors on it, so it should be fine. And then I'm going to check the mount options. Mount at startup, showing the user interface. That should be good. And I gotta enter my password again. Okay, disk is mounted, it shows up. I just double clicked on it. I don't think it registered, but that's alright. Or maybe it is just kind of broken. Alright, cool. So we've already got problems. Okay. Oh, there it is. Just opened it twice. Some system reports require your attention. Alright, we'll bring that up. Set up the system restore utility. Okay, rsync is good. I'm going to set this up first. We'll run this first. So let that go. Snapshot location will be on here, SDB1. Keep 5 daily backups, sure. I'm going to include the home directory. Not including root, but I'm going to include my home directory. Alright. Go ahead and we'll set finish. And I'm going to just go ahead and create a snapshot. I'll be honest, I was expecting a much larger package installation to be required. Oh yeah, and I've also got to turn off the screensaver, that's the other thing. I almost forgot about that. And just like that, I have done all my testing, I have done everything, made sure that it all works. And it's all working, it's exactly the way that it was before I installed Linux Mint over top of it. So everything is good, and I now have an operating system that's running on this computer that's not completely busticated, which is nice. And I also have a card reader. Now, I'll have to check that and see if that card reader actually works, because a lot of these don't. But I suppose even if it doesn't, I do have other card readers. It just would be kind of nice for it to work on this. But I'm going to go ahead and close the video now, because it's like 2:15. I need to go to bed. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below.